It's that time again. Hi friends, my name is Jeanette and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So I am playing my TBR Bonkers game to set my TBR for the month of November. And this is a special month because I have completed my bingo board. I have read my 25 and 25. Yes and no, it looks like I have an empty space, but I have read that book. So now I just need to scratch this spot on the card to find out where my sticker goes. Now, obviously, if all goes as planned, it's going to go right there. Unless Christine did some weird thing, but she didn't know which way I was reading them in. So there's not a possibility she could have done that. And so, as a reward for completing my board, as well as November is my birthday month, so I'm going to do things a little bit differently this month for this game. Basically, last month, one of my reward for my lines, one of the cards I drew was to do all the rolls, find the prompts before I picked all the books. So I knew what prompts there were. I knew how many books I had to pick out. Then I picked them all out and matched them with the prompts. I really liked that because it was like I could plan it out rather than being, I put something in here, oh, that book could went for that prompt that I got later on or something, right? So because it's my birthday month, I'm going to do that again because that was really fun. And that's going to be my reward for completing instead of drawing another reward card because some of the rewards left. They're okay. They're not as exciting as do all the rolls first. But the other change I'm making is I am going to use regular dice this round. So we've got 1 to 6 on 2 dice. And we'll see how many books I end up with. Because if you followed with other TBR games or with my other videos of my TBR games, I usually use some phase 10 dice, which are different numbers, so I get higher numbers than 12. We'll see what happens. How many books will I get? I'm also thinking for November, I'm going to maybe loosely try to do novella November because I have quite a few novellas from some of the authors that I'm trying to read to zero. So thinking that, and if I get a higher number and I'm reading novellas, it's the same number of pages in the end, right? And the other thing is the last few rounds, I've only got 6 to 9 books on my TBR. And I've been reading an average of 12 books a month. I've already read 12 this month. It is October the 25th today when I'm filming this. Did I say I've already read 12? I already read 10. And I still have another week left. So I can finish at least one more. So I'm okay with having a higher number on my TBR. So we're going to see how this goes. And maybe this is the way Bonkers will go from now on. I don't know. I'm thinking about changes for next year's TBR game. What I want to do, what I like, and what I want to incorporate into the game. We'll see. Stay tuned for what's going to come. Okay, so let's go to the overhead camera and put our sticker on, set up the board, and do our rolls. Oh, wait, before we do that, I should talk about what books I'm trying to get onto this TBR. So as I said, I'm going to try to focus on novellas a bit so I can get some of the authors read to zero. So I have a list of probably about 6 or 7 novellas that I want to get on. I have an advanced reader copy of Hearts in Circulation by Sarah Monzon, which is book 2 of the Checking Out Love series. It releases at the end of November, so I'm hoping to get that one on. Then for Chantel's Year of Maud, the November book is Rilla of Ingleside. This is book 8 in the Anne of Green Gables series, so that will complete the series. So I need to get this one on the TBR. For my own Christian fiction reading challenge, the November prompt is new to TBR. So basically I'm looking to get any book that I have recently put on my TBR. So I'm thinking from my September vacation book haul, because that is my most recent book haul. So any book from that video, I will try to get onto this TBR. And then for the Go With The Flow, the November prompt is for me, it's the same number of words in the title. So I read a 2-word title in October, so I need to find a book with 2 words in the title. I don't have many of those, so we'll see what happens there. And then the only other book that's kind of a randomly, I'd like to get it on the list, is Midnight at the Scottish Shore by Sarah Sundin. I've got Sarah Monzon on my head because of Hearts in Circulation. I could make it a Sarah month. This is the only book of Sarah Sundin's that I have left to read this year because her next book doesn't come out till next year. So that would complete her to 0 as well. So that's hopeful. Okay, let's go to the overhead, put the sticker on, set up the board, and do the rolls. $22. And we have a completed board. Okay, let's set up the board. Okay, roll number 1. 10. 1. Should I? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the prompt is, I'm going to go forward 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and the prompt is, I'm going to go forward 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. We're going to do a pole pick. Okay, roll number 2. 6. 6. Why? I can't hold dice. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. We're going back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 3-word title. Okay, roll number 3. A 5 and a 2 makes 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, a book for my rereads bingo board. Roll number 4. A 6 and a 4 make 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have a mystery suspense. Roll number 5. A 3 and a 1 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A BFF picks historical. Will she pick Sarah Sundin for me? Let's see. Okay, 4, 5. So roll number 6 is a 6 and a 3. So that is 9. Wow, I had to think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the prompt is, start a series. Rule number 7. Is a 4, 2 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is BFF picks contemporary. Wow, Christine's going to be happy. She got 2 picks. Okay, roll number 8. A 4 and a 3 is 7. Move him back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continue a series. So I can continue the series that I've started in this game. Roll number 9. A 5 and a 4 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've made it to the end. Now, normally I would do a 25 and 25 book, but I don't have a 25 and 25 book. Okay, I am back much later because this took a lot of thinking of what I was going to do because it did not go with Novella November. That's not going to be a theme at all. And then I did reach out to my BFF for her 2 book picks, and they said, there's a historical book I really would like you to pick, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I will just tell you we both enjoyed this author. And she picked the book I was hoping for. So let's go through the books I have picked. The first prompt is a subscriber poll pick. So I decided to go with a book that is new to me on TBR in the Christian fiction so that it will fulfill my November prompt for my reading challenge. But you get to choose which book I'm picking or which book I'm reading. Okay, so the option number 1 is Canyon of Deceit by DiAnn Mills. This was a book that I was gifted by Amanda. It just came out in September, I want to say. It is suspense, and it says, when wilderness survival expert, why could I not say that? Teresa receives a frantic phone call from a former colleague, Professor Rurik Ivanov. She is shocked to hear that his young daughter, Elena, is missing and that Rurik wants Teresa's help finding her. She's sure Rurik hasn't given her the whole story, especially since he won't report the kidnapping to the police. Yet, with the child's life hanging in the balance, Teresa can't turn down this mission. She knows time is short and she can't do this alone. Okay, so that's option number 1. Option number 2 is The Librarian of Boone's Hollow by Kim Vogel Sawyer. I've heard so many people praise this book. I would like to read it relatively soon. And it says, Addie has been forced to start a new chapter, one testing her grit and courage. Will she trust the one who pens her story? So this is set in the Great Depression time, and we're following a librarian, a pack horse librarian. Then the last option you get is The Women of Oak Ridge by Michelle Shocklee. This one I picked up while in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and we toured the K25 Museum when we were there. So I'm really looking forward to reading this story. And it's a dual timeline. 1944, Maybelle arrives in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, eager to begin her new government job and send money home to her impoverished family. And then 1979, Laurel is a graduate student in Boston when she learns about the history of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, where thousands unknowingly worked on the atomic bomb. So the poll is going to go up today, and then you get to choose, and you will find out through my November reading which book won. Okay, so that is going to be book number 1. So then prompt number 2 was a 3-word title. Now, why couldn't this be a 2-word title? Because that's the prompt I needed to fill, but that's okay. So for the 3-word title, I am going to read Rilla of Ingleside by L.M. Montgomery. As I said, this is book 8 in the Anne of Green Gables series, so we will be continuing and ending the series. I'm really hoping that this one is I enjoy it more than I have the last couple books. We'll see. I've been told by a couple people that this is one of their favorites of the series besides the original Anne. So we'll see. So that is going to be book number 2. Prompt number 3 was a book for my rereads bingo board. So I picked The Esther Paradigm by Sarah Monzon. This is a contemporary retelling of kind of the Esther story a little bit. I was going to say, is the main character's name Esther, but no. Her name is Hannah, and she dreams of starting a school for the Bedouin clan she grew up with as a missionary kid, and finally her hopes are coming true. But shortly after she returns to the desert from her college years in the U.S., she discovers her parents have received threats from their Muslim neighbors. As the danger escalates, Hannah finds she's in the middle of a battle no one seems to understand. She must decide to what lengths she'll go to stay faithful to the mission to which God has called her, even if it cost her everything. So this will be a reread for me. I rated it 4.5 stars when I read it the first time, so hopefully I enjoy it just as much. Prompt number 4 is a mystery suspense. So I have decided to read... My computer turned off on me. Hazardous Holiday by Liz Johnson. This is book number 5 of the Men of Valor series. It is a love-inspired suspense, so that's where it fits the suspense category. And it says, just in time for the holidays, Navy SEAL Zach returns home from deployment, and discovers someone wants his family dead. When he married his cousin... What? Okay, wait, what? When he married his cousin's struggling widow, he vowed to help her and her seriously ill son, and now he'll risk everything to protect them, even if their arrangement is only temporary. Christy is certain an unhappy client from the law firm she works is determined to hunt her down. But when a sniper bullet wildly misses its target, they begin to question whether it's really her someone wants dead. Working together, can they figure out why they've been attacked and keep little Cody from the forces dead set on making this their last Christmas? Book number 5 prompt number 5 was BFF Picks Historical. So this is the one that I was really hoping Christine would choose, this book. Midnight on Scottish Shore by Sarah Sundin, because this is the last Sarah Sundin book I need to read her to 0 or get her as caught up as I can till her new release next year. And this is the book that Christine picked for me. We both love Sarah Sundin, so I'm kind of not surprised because each time her picks have come up, it's usually been a Sarah Sundin book. So this is going to be the one. In a time of war, danger lurks beneath the water and in the depths of the human heart. So this, as the German war machine devours the Netherlands, The only way Celia can survive the occupation is to do the unthinkable, train to become a spy for the Nazis. So what's going to happen? Okay. Book number 6, or prompt number 6, was to start a series. So I decided to go with The Cryptographer's Dilemma by Johnnie Alexander. This is book 1 in the heroines of World War II. So it's another World War II story, because that one is as well. And a code breaker uncovers a Japanese spy ring, full of intrigue, adventure, and romance. So we'll see. I've heard really good things about this one as well, so I'm looking forward to it. And it's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones. Prompt number 7 was for BFF Picks Contemporary. So I sent Christine a list of all my contemporary books, both contemporary romance, mystery, suspense, romantic suspense, because anything that was set in the contemporary timeline. So the book that she chose, which I'm shocked she chose because it's a reread for me, and she is not a big reader, so she doesn't tend to encourage me to reread, but she chose Falling for You by Becky Wade. This is book 2 of the Bradford Sisters series. We are following Willow, the oldest sister, who is a model, and yeah. This is on my rereads bingo board, so thank you, Christine, for choosing a book that's on that board to help me read that board down. And I gave this 5 stars when I originally read it, so will I enjoy it as much the second time around? We'll find out. So prompt number 8 was to continue a series. So I have decided to put in here Hearts in Circulation by Sarah Monzon. This is book 2 of the Checking Out Love series. It releases November the 18th. I thought it was the end of November. According to Goodreads, it releases November 18th. If I have a different date, I'll put it down here. I check on NetGalley what my release date says, because I have an advanced reader copy through NetGalley. Okay, so we are following Haley, who is a librarian, who we met in book 1, but this time she is in a bookmobile going out to serve the community. And my understanding is this bookmobile breaks down and she ends up meeting a mechanic named Levi. And it goes from there. I don't know what to expect. We'll find out. Okay, and then I got to the end. So for the end spot, so book number 9, as I said, I would normally pick a book from my 25 and 25. But because I've completed that, I've decided to pick a book from my rereads bingo board because I need to work on that board. So I am going to read Heart on the Line by Karen Witemeyer. It is a historical romance. It is a book 2 of the Ladies of Harper Station. But when I initially read it, I read it before book 1. I didn't realize it was a book 2. And I wasn't really that lost other than like kind of the setup of the community a little bit. But I absolutely loved this book. We are following 2 telegraph operators, a male and a female, who get to know each other through the telegraph line. But then when something happens, one of them comes to town to try to figure out what is going on and help their friend. And it is a romance story, and I devoured this book. It made me fall in love with Karen Witemeyer's writing, and I'm really hoping I love it as much the second time around. And so, Heart on the Line by Karen Witemeyer. And I will be getting my hands on a physical copy. That is my plan anyways. Right now, I only have it on my Kindle. So, yeah. Okay, so those are the 9 books on my TBR. I want to please go to my community tab and vote for which one you're going to pick for my poll pick, and continue watching to see my thoughts on all these books. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.